Wow, it's Christmas Day 2023. I wonder who announces that it's Christmas at your house? Who's the first person to go, "It's Christmas"? Or the first one to rush to open presents on Christmas Day? You know, if you're watching this together with other people or with your family, maybe you already know the answer. You can look around and go, "It was you." It could even be that Christmas is announced not by a person, but by your phone. Maybe you got a notification, "Merry Christmas." Well, let's think back to the first Christmas. It's not so much the announcement of a particular day, as it turns out, but it was the announcement of a particular person, Jesus. There were angels that appeared, a special star. There were prophecies that would tell about how special this person would be. This person born as a baby. And what a special baby. You know, I can't help but think that every baby is special, right? It's a new life in this world. It's got potential to love, to learn, to grow. But of the billions of babies that were born, I reckon only a very small fraction of them have ever had the kind of impact in our world that Jesus had. Jesus is the reason for Christmas. You know, this baby, he was announced hundreds of years before he was born. And his announcement wasn't just that Christmas was coming, but that we, all the people of the earth, all of humanity, would be given a child, and not just any ordinary child. Let's look at one of the first Christmas announcements that we've ever had. In Isaiah 9, verse 6, it says, "For unto us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace." You know, Jesus would end up fulfilling every single one of those promises. He would be known as the Wonderful Counselor. Even till today, the words of Jesus, the ability for Jesus to empathize with us and to counsel us in our time of need, is unparalleled. In fact, it says in Luke 2:47 that all who heard him were amazed at his understanding and his answers. And still, thousands of years later, we stand amazed. He's called Mighty God to remind us that it's not just a human baby that was born, but that Jesus was divine. He was God himself. He demonstrated his divine power through miracles, his authority over nature, as you can see in the Bible, but ultimately through his resurrection. You know, John 20, verse 28, Thomas, who was doubting, he refers to Jesus as my Lord and my God because he sees Jesus Christ resurrected. He's also called Everlasting Father. This, as you know, we've been discussing in church, represents the fact that Jesus Christ is the exact imprint of God our Father. That if you want to see what your Heavenly Father is like, all you need to do is look at Jesus. In John 10:30, he says, "I and the Father are one." You know, this shows his eternal nature and unity with God the Father. But you know what? Last but not least, I think probably one of the most lasting names of Jesus Christ was that he would be the person to bring us back to God. He would be the Prince of Peace. He would bring peace between God and humanity, and even promote peace between ourselves. You know, he would enable us to fulfill the two great commandments of loving God and loving others. He would live a life that would love God and one that would ultimately love others by laying down his life for them. You know, John 14:27 says this, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world does, not as the world gives do I give to you. So let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid." I think of this Christmas when we have Jesus Christ who has fulfilled that very announcement. We get to actually see the net effect of the 2,000 years after Jesus' birth. Can I encourage you this Christmas to reflect on Jesus? You know, as a church here at FGA Melbourne, we have been looking at Jesus for the whole month of December, you know, throughout our whole Sunday services. And so there are many aspects from the epic Jesus, who is creator of the world and who upholds the universe with the might of his power, all the way through to Jesus, the way, the truth, and the life, and Jesus, the suffering servant. I would like this Christmas to remind all of us that Christmas is about Jesus. And so this day, this special day, is a day where we should reflect on Jesus Christ. I wonder, what aspect of Jesus affects you the most? What are you most thankful for in Jesus? And so maybe just in a journal by yourself, or with a group of family and friends who are there with you, maybe you could have this discussion as you reflect this Christmas on Jesus Christ. He was the Christmas gift that was given to us. Unto us a child is born. He was the best gift ever. On behalf of all of FGA, I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. And we will look forward to catching up with you pretty soon. God bless.